Zach.
Okay, yeah, what up, man?
Represent. Just what are you expecting in your first ever primetime game in this rivalry, and what have you just heard about the moment, the team, and what this game represents?
Oh yeah, it's a great traditional game. You know, a lot of history between the two teams. You know, I'm just blessed for the opportunity to be able to wear that G. You know, and go out there with my teammates and go out there and have fun. I know the atmosphere gonna be pretty crazy. You know, feeling the support from the fans and everybody. So I'm really excited for this atmosphere and this opportunity.
Exactly. Kind of follow up on that. What did you know, if anything, about the series before you got to Georgia, and what do you feel like you learned about what it means for both sides, Georgia and Alabama?
Oh yeah, so like I said, I know it's a real tradition game. You know, a lot of history between the two teams. A lot of great players that's played in this game. You know, on both sides of the ball and things like that. So just getting a chance to go out there and be the best version of ourselves. You know, control what we can. You know, day in and day out, play in and play out. You know, let God do the rest.
Obviously played big time games before, but the SEC, they say it just means more. So taking back to Tennessee, your first experience in that game, and just what it meant to be a part of a road SEC game, and then obviously transitioned here at home.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy atmosphere, man. It was something that I'll never forget. You know, just getting a chance to go out there in my first road game, first SEC game, was something that was real special to go out there with the guys, and especially get the dub out there, man. Going into somebody else's house and getting it done. But it was crazy atmosphere to know that like they really going white, orange. Like it's pretty cool just to see that how committed the SEC fans and things like that are. And just to go out there with my guys and have fun and get the dub was a pretty cool experience.
Just a quick follow. Is that why you play? Is that why you come to Georgia for like those experiences in the Alabama game in prime time? Is that what it's all about?
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to get a chance to play the best competition. SEC is a great conference, so I feel like it just sets me up to have those primetime games like you said, to play against some of the best competition in the country and get a chance to showcase my talent when the time comes.
Yeah, Zachariah, excuse me. How would you feel like the first three games have gone for you? You're seeing the quick throws to the outsiders, and you go on some slants against Tennessee. And how do you feel like you've acclimated into the Georgia offense now that you've actually had some game time under your belt?
I feel like I acclimated pretty well. Just getting a chance to study whatever the game plan is for that week. I take that very serious. Just trying to be very detail oriented and go out there and be the best version of myself for the team. That's really important for me. I just try to make sure I'm reliable for the guys around me and things like that. So that's something that's really important for me. I'm excited to go out there and continue to go out there in Sanford Stadium and just feel the atmosphere and things like that. But definitely blessed and thankful for this opportunity, for sure.
Hey, Zachariah over here. I know we've asked you about Gunner before, coming off the game against Tennessee. What have you seen from him? I guess even more confidence from him come out of that, and just what was that throw? He made London Humphreys on fourth down for that score.
Oh yeah, Gunner's a dog, man. It's just an honor playing with somebody like him. A lot of people say that he doesn't really talk that much, but he actually does. He's a real good leader. He takes a lot of orchestration in the offense, in the huddle and things like that, just making sure everybody's on the same page. And I had a perfect view of the touchdown to London, man. I'm just replaying it in my head. It was such a great moment, just seeing him go out there and make that play. You couldn't ask for a better ball from Gunner right there. So those are plays that he makes in practice, routine practice plays that I know he would be able to make in the game. And, he made that perfect play right there for us. And it was a really exciting moment for us.
Zachariah, what have you seen from the Alabama secondary and just what you guys out wide are going to be up against on Saturday?
Yeah, it's a real talented group. Really just watching them on film and seeing the schemes and things that they run, just trying to get a chance to know, what to expect and things like that. But our real focus is just, to control what we can on offense and, focus on our execution day in and day out and, be ready on Saturday.
Yeah, those of your touchdown passes have been short in terms of air yardage, but then you just sort of take off. Just how dynamic are you in that screen game? How do you think that might open things up down the field moving forward, knowing teams are going to have to watch you near the line of scrimmage?
I feel like a lot of it is a credit to my teammates. We spend a lot of time on perimeter blocking in practice. So I feel like that's pretty much makes my job pretty easy, honestly. Like, I have a lot of speed and things like that. That's one of the things that is a positive in my game. But if it wasn't for the blocks, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing. So, credit to my teammates just getting a chance to strain for me. Like I said, like I take pride in preparation and things like that. So trying to make sure I'm reliable for my teammates as well, because they're doing certain things like that for me. So when it's somebody else's opportunity, I try to make sure I'm doing the same. So very, very blessed for my teammates to do that for me.
Zachariah, what has this football journey been like with you and your brother Zion, going from USC to here to Georgia, and then obviously he plays on the other side of the ball, so what is that, iron sharpens iron kind of thing been with your brother?
Oh yeah, that's my dog, man. That's my best friend right there. It's been pretty cool, a blessing just to go place to place with him. Especially at the collegiate level, a lot of people don't get the opportunity to play together at the collegiate level. So it's been pretty cool for me and him to play together, high school, youth football, at the college level, and at different university and here now. So really just making sure we hold each other accountable day in and day out, and stand on the things that we know help us become better. As brothers and as individuals as well. So it's really been a great opportunity just to get a chance to grow and see him grow, together as well. So.
Zachariah, just where do you think you guys are as far as trying to get to the peak of where this offense could be, and just what's the confidence in practice? Obviously, you've had a week to practice and kind of just be around the guys after that 44 points of offense at Tennessee. Just where's the confidence level right now?
Yeah, I feel like our confidence level is pretty high right now. I feel like we were confident what we could do, all season and all off season, just getting a chance to practice against one of the best defenses in the country every single day. So just being able to hold each other accountable and do our job every single day in practice. But to go out there in the game and do it was something that is important for us as an offense. Get a chance to show it against other opponents, not just in practice. So I feel like we're continuously growing as an offense, day in and day out, and I'm excited for the future.
Do you remember specifically watching a Georgia-Alabama game when you were elsewhere? And do you expect the atmosphere to be kind of like USC, Notre Dame, USC, UCLA?
Yes, I did get a chance to watch the game last year, specifically since it's pretty fresh on my mind. Since it was last year, but definitely saw the atmosphere and the passion of the guys playing in the game on both sides of the ball, and I saw how much it really meant to both teams. So, just taking that fire and taking that energy that we had going into the season, going a chance to go out there in Sanford Stadium and make something happen.
And what about the games at USC? Were those games kind of like similar, or not necessarily? The Notre Dame beat the UCLA games?
Definitely rivalry games. Those rivalry games are pretty intense. So, getting a chance to play in that. But, it's always different at certain schools and things like that. The tradition at different schools is different. But, it is a great opportunity to go a chance to play in the Notre Dame game. Also, UCLA and USC is a great traditional game as well. So, played in some rivalry games a couple years. So, I'm excited for this one. It's going to be a good one.
Zachariah, over here. There was a video on social media on that 2-point conversion where it looked like you may have left the huddle a little early, maybe used as a decoy and you were wide open. Can you kind of explain your role on that play, if there was one, and was that practiced, that little sequence, before y'all played Tennessee?
Yeah, I left the huddle early because, I try to, like I said in my details, I'm trying to make sure I'm at the right split. The ball wasn't close to where I was supposed to line up, so I had to just look back to make sure I was in the right spot. But we definitely have practiced those plays and practiced an ample amount of time. So, when that opportunity comes and if I get that man coverage, I knew that ball was coming to me and I had to make that play. So it was definitely a cool experience.
Zachariah, you said Gunner talks. Give me your best Gunner story. Fill us in. What is he talking? Is he talking trash? With us, he's just always so level. Give me your best story.
Yeah, let me think, man. I think something that kind of was interesting for me was just getting a chance to know him a little bit more and talking to him about him, talking more to him and about his life and how he grew up and things like that. And I'm from West Coast, from the city and things like that, so I didn't really have too many animals and things like that around me. And he was telling me about I got 7 cows at the house. I'm like, it was pretty cool just to hear the different things where certain people are from and just to tie it together. Just seeing how country and things and how he was pretty funny to me. But I love Gunner as a person, man. He's probably the nicest person I've ever met, honestly.
You can bring him to the West Coast, see if you can hang in the city.
Hey, I have to, man. I got to. Gotta let him see what it's like over there, man.
Time for one more?
Yeah, Kirby said he's always going to demand blocking of receivers, stuff like that. One, what's it been like adjusting to that expectation, and what's it like being in a room full of guys who embrace that on the practice field and in the games like Dylan Bell's bringing you the other day?
Oh yeah, shoot. I feel like it wasn't too much an adjustment for me. I try to affect the game as much as possible every single play, whether I'm getting the ball or not. So I feel like that was just always my mindset. Growing up and just playing football at every level was if I'm not getting the ball, I have to block. I'm not going to just be out there just being a player on the field. I'll try to affect the game in a positive way for my team as much as I can. But the emphasis on blocking that Coach Smart does for us, and as a receiver group is something that's really important. We do a drill called Mob Bracket on Tuesdays, on Bloody Tuesdays and things like that. And it really just emphasizes blocking and just trying to get the right techniques and encourage the physicality. So it definitely has been real beneficial for us. As you guys see in the perimeter blocking game, we have a lot of explosive plays and things like that we've been able to do with a lot of different guys. So definitely blessed for our perimeter blocking drills and things like that.
Thank you, Zachariah.
Appreciate you guys.